Our goal as a designer is to disappear in the design. We're not building a monument to ourselves. We want every element of this building to tell a story of Aledo, of who it is, who it was, and who it's becoming. My name is Preston Scott. I am a principal at Randall Scott Architects, and I designed this building. We've been around for 40 years, and we are uniquely known for our designs in city halls. I think one of the unique things is working for cities and etching into time their DNA and their heritage. And we often will talk about how do we honor the past and look to the future. It's etched into the materials, into the form, into the proportions. When we started to design this project, what really bubbled up from the design research and talking to the community and town hall meetings that we had was to tell a story of that agrarian history, the roots of which Aledo came from and is still proud of, the ranching community. And so you think of the heavy timber that you see on the second story and around the council chambers. You would see them in fence lines, you would see them in the stables, and then the corrugated metal that you see on the north side are materials that you would find in a ranching community in the troughs and in the roofing and the siding of the homes. The other materials that are predominant on this building include the stone. The stone harkens back to the rock outcroppings that you would see in this part of Texas, just like the council chambers sort of blooms up out of this site and this campus here. And even throughout the building, you'll find a tonality of this warmer orange tone that ties into the rusted metals that you would see on a farm, on a ranching community. You would see barbed wire, you would see the rusted tractors, you would see that beautiful warm patina, but where that really was strengthened was Aledo's long-standing history with that sort of color tonality as well. The different tiles and fabrics that you'll see throughout the building capture and tell the story of the outside and the inside material palette, telling the story of Aledo's branding, which ties back to their DNA. The wraparound porch that goes around council chambers is something that tells this story of come and be part of this experience. And so we wanted the community to feel invited to this space and to participate in their local government. The heritage oak tree that is out in front of this building was special to the design process because being at a downtown corner, there's a natural inclination to sort of bring the building to that corner. And the tree where it's located was in tension with that concept. And so we looked at it, we studied it with arborists, we aged it. It's estimated to be about 150 years old. And so it ended up reshaping how we designed this building because it's a tree you cannot recreate. It's something that the city has had at that downtown intersection, at that location for 150 years. It only made sense to celebrate the living heritage that was passed down generation to generation by designing a building around it that is meant to be passed down generation to generation. It's one of those special spaces that no matter what, that space is now creating a front lawn, a front plaza, a space that says come and enjoy the city services that we have brought together to offer. From the residents' point of view, I think it's always interesting to look at the project and say, what does the community get other than a building that captures its DNA, its visible identity is captured in the building, but what does it actually get from a functionality standpoint? And I think that's a unique place where Aledo did a lot with a little. This project went through several iterations, and over that span of time, Aledo and its stewards, whether council or staff or city managers, were always looking for how do we do more with less? How can we be more efficient with the bonds, with the funding sources that the community has entrusted to us? And I think the programmatic layout of this building tells that story very well, because you see council chambers, you see library, you see police, you see development services, you see planned growth space, even with all of those here together. And looking at that, you see a city that never builds for the sake of building or lets it get out of hand. It's a constant conservative mindset, being efficient and optimizing with the space that they have. The city, I think, instead looked at it and said, how can we create a one-stop shop? So from the resident, from the community standpoint, how do we create a municipal campus where they show up and they have one place that they have to go, whether they're there to be there for a council meeting or do business with development services or to see the police department or customer service and utility billing. I think creating a place that is so hyper efficient for the residents' experience creates trust within the community. The thing that I am most proud about this project is the same way that we see our own firm, which is everything we do is meant to be passed down. And so our firm has a identity that is built on a craftsmanship, a tradesmanship, a passing down, a passing of the torch. And I feel like this design never lost sight of that for its community. This building was designed in a season of growth for Aledo, but it was never lost that it was meant to be a building that is passed down generation to generation. It will go through different iterations in its life cycle. It will be renovated, 100 years from now, and they'll have different ideas for it. But the architecture, the bones of it, the permanent materials will never be lost. The design and the detail, the DNA, they all work together to tell a story, to be part of this heirloom approach, to create a legacy, and to be a catalyst to the growth that Aledo wants to see in downtown.